8:38 here, Big 550 KTRS. Two of my favorite people are coming up. One, Stuart Rosenblum, and then Jennifer Williams in just a moment. Talk a little small business. But first, Stuart, we got to talk mortgages with you. First of all, what are rates? We haven't checked in with rates in a while.
Rates are staying Feddy. I'm talking about the Fed rate over there. Steady. Rates are staying steady. Rates are staying steady. However, Fannie Mae came out with a report yesterday that they are anticipating that the Federal Reserve will raise those interest rates sooner than anticipated. So originally, they were predicting September and December for an increase in those rates.
Right.
Now, because of unemployment kind of dropping back a little bit in March, it went down to 4.5%, down 0.2%. All of a sudden, they're thinking, hey, inflation is kind of raising itself a little bit and hitting the target that the Federal Reserve wants to hit.
Right.
And so they think that those rates are going to start going up in June and September versus September and December.
All right, two things. First, let's talk about refinance. With these rates going up, are more people refinancing? Less? What's going on there?
Refinancing applications have ticked up a bit. I think people are aware of the fact that rates have dropped back since the election.
Right.
They're trying to take advantage of the opportunity, which, based on what I just talked about,
right.
I think it's a small window of opportunity.
Right.
And people are grabbing it. Keep in mind with us, if you refinance your loan and rates do go down, we'll automatically float you down. And if you refinance with us and 6 months down the road rates go down, we'll call you. So you don't have to sit there every day and try to figure out what's going on in the bond market. We watch it for you, and that's a great advantage.
And now that's important because you've done that to me a couple of times. You call me, you're like, hey, rates are down. It's worth your while. You can do that, and it's beneficial to me because you don't charge any fees.
There's no closing costs on any transaction that we have over $150,000. Many people I've walked into, they said, hey, I've got a rate of 4.5% or 4.75% or 5%. It's not worthwhile for me to refinance, especially if I may be leaving in a year or two and buying another house. You're going to have all those fees tagged on. You're never going to recoup the benefit in the lower interest rate compared to the fees that you've paid. Even if they've been rolled in, you've lost your equity position on your home.
Right.
With us, you don't lose anything.
Right.
Nothing, zero. That's called the bagel loan.
Right.
Bagel looks like a zero. There's no closing costs. So if you're saving 0.25% on a balance over $150,000, there's $50 or $100 on your payment, it's going to be to your advantage.
Right. All right. Now, we often talk about refinancing, credit card debt, all that stuff, but also home buying too, people call you.
It's been incredible. We get a slew of calls on a constant basis of people who are saying, hey, can I purchase my home through you? Do you only do refinancing? I kind of get shocked at the question. Of course we do.
Right.
Any kind of financing that's involved. No one's ever beaten our closing cost combination with, you can't have the bagel loan on a purchase, but
right.
we don't charge any underwriting fees or any lender fees if the loan amounts over $150,000. So it's an advantage. You'll get a better rate. You'll get the proper advice,
right?
Which tons of stories I've told you where they've been geared to the wrong direction on the wrong product,
right?
And you'll be able to save money.
Yeah, but you've only been doing this for like 6 months, though.
If I tell my age, almost 30 years in St. Louis.
30 years doing this.
Almost 30 years in St. Louis.
But now, who is the number one mortgage broker according to the state of Missouri?
According to the state of Missouri, I am the last quarter of 2016. This quarter hasn't come out yet. I am the highest single producing loan officer in the state.
Which means the word's finally getting out that people are taking advantage of the bagel loan.
Yeah, and most of the closing we go to, and I appreciate the compliment, they say, hey, we understand why.
Yeah, there you go. All right, Stuart, Stuart'sAMC.com, 314-324-4440. That's, you're calling India when we call that number,
That's
right?
my personal cell phone number. You can call it anytime.
314-324-4440. Stuart'sAMC.com is the website. And Mortgages and More now moved into prime time Saturday mornings? No,
Sunday mornings at 9 a.m.
Sunday mornings, 9 a.m.
550, big 550 KTRS.
I love your partner in that. She's so much better than you are.
She is.
She is way better than you are.
She is.
314-324-4440. And I don't get a fee for saying that either. She's not paying me any fee.
No, but everybody keeps saying that. It's lowering my confidence level.
Stuart's AMC.